Yo, what's good everybody? It's BBKDRAGOON with a huge smile on my face, bringing you some Titanfall 2 in today's video. I'm so happy to be playing some Titanfall 2 again. I made a huge mistake. I'll talk about that in a moment, but we are using the new Monarch Titan that arrived last week in the Monarch's Reign update, and it looks so cool. Not only does it look cool though, it plays even better. This is really the first truly customizable Titan in Titanfall 2. This thing offers what I feel like is a huge skill ceiling. If you play this Titan right, the sustainability on it, is insane, and the upgrade path and how it plays uniquely is so stinking cool. So, let's break it down. Essentially, there are 3 tiers of upgrades with this Titan, and those upgrades come by getting your cores, right? If you guys have played Titanfall 2 before, the cores are kind of like your Titan super ability. You open up your mouth and you fire your laser, or maybe you throw a giant ball of fire at somebody. The way the core works on the Monarch is it upgrades you in 3 specific tiers in a same order each time. The Monarch Titan features basically your Y button recharges or is a reset of all your abilities. Your RB is just an unguided salvo rocket, deals a lot of damage. But the A button ability, and this is what I really love, allows you to sap shield energy from an opponent. So the shield you can actually replenish if you are landing shots on enemy mechs. You can get them from Reapers, and I think you can even get them from enemy ships. So with that being said, if you play it right, the sustain is off the charts. You can keep your Titan alive for such a long period of time. And also for those 3 tiers of upgrades, you have options on each one. You can see I just got my first upgrade core. This one is going to let my arc rounds deal more damage. That was the choice of upgrade that I picked before this match got going. My second upgrade is going to be an energy field upgrade to that siphoning ability. So that A button, anytime I charge up the laser and I tap the enemy with it and I get some shield back, I chose an option that lets that AoE range of that siphon be a lot bigger. And then finally, my third upgrade is Superior Chassis, which gives you a ton of health. It basically doubles your health bar. I love this, man. This Titan is so stinking cool. Many creative moments of gameplay have come just in like the few hours that I've played with it so far. It can be hit or miss. Granted, if you get rushed down by 2 enemy Titans, this thing will get melted pretty stinking quick. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, here's upgrade 2 right there. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I made a huge mistake, and that is about 2.5 months ago, I put Titanfall 2 away. I don't really know why. I was generation like 3, level 25 or something. What was that? Little live fire, was that the name of the game mode, the no respawn game mode? It had just come out. I'd played a weekend with my friends, and I don't know why I took a break. I think Horizon Zero Dawn came out, followed by Nier Automata, so I just sort of spent like a month binging those games so hard. But I really have missed Titanfall 2. This still remains, and I'm going to keep like shouting it from the rooftops, one of the best shooters of the last 5 years. I easily think this is probably the best value console shooter that you can get on Xbox One or PlayStation 4. And yeah, I am including things like Overwatch in there. Something about Titanfall 2 just is magic, man. It reminds me of Call of Duty 4. For a lot of people, I've heard them compare this to like the modern age MW2. But for me, I never really got into MW2 all that much. COD 4 was more my bread and butter, more my time period. But there was something about COD 4 that had the one more game factor that I like to call. And that just means when you finish up with a match, you immediately want to queue up and play one more. And I don't have that feeling very often anymore with modern shooters. I used to have it all the time with things like Halo 2, Halo 3, Unreal Tournament, Nexus, Battlefield 3, and of course COD 4 is in there, Black Ops 1 I really liked. But there's something missing in so many of these modern shooters where I don't like sitting in orbit for 5 or 6 minutes looking for a game in Destiny. And Overwatch, you know, it's really fun when I have friends on, but I don't find it to be a great solo game. Counter-Strike is always Counter-Strike, fantastic game, I'm not taking a shot at it, but there is something so stinking perfect about this game that is like an arcade shooter of the past that just, you boot it up, you know what you're going to get, high pace, intense action, very fast load times, and on Xbox One there are still 10,000 people playing the game when I was just sessioning tonight on a Monday at like 9 p.m. And while that might not sound insanely good, I believe launch week was like, what, 35 to 45,000 concurrents? A cold reminder of how hard EA screwed Titanfall 2 over that release date. I almost want to buy into the conspiracy theory tinfoil hat stuff about
EA purposely gave Titanfall 2 a horrible release date. It was intentional because they defied the Overlord with their free DLC model.
You want to know how to create a strong sense of affection? A very committed community? Do what Titanfall 2 did across the board. The free DLC model that they've basically taken upon themselves. Every microtransaction is purely cosmetic, and you can buy what you want. It's not this loot box garbage. Are any of you guys getting sick of this casino logic? Just nonsense. The dumpster fire that is every modern game, now having you buy some package that you pull the roulette wheel to see what you're going to get. No. If there's something I want to spend the money on it. I don't want to have to play the game of, wow, I spent $30 to get something that I really believe is priced at like $1 or $2. You know, that's just, obviously it works. I mean, obviously it generates a lot of money. But isn't there more than just the profits, right? Isn't there something to be said about a die-hard committed community like Titanfall 2 players and Respawn's commitment to defy the overlord that is EA? Now, you can see that I think Battlefront 2 is trying to tap into maybe the success that was not splitting up the community with these overly zealous or bloated DLCs that they've done with premium services for forever now. So Battlefront 2 is bringing you the maps for free. They want the community to stay together, and while that's rah, yeah, we all know that there's going to be some sort of egregious, crazy microtransactions in Battlefront 2. They have to recoup their costs. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. It's just, it's sad when you see the really good guys like Respawn not being at the top of the charts, not having like the most popular YouTube game, or not even really being relevant on Twitch for the most part, when they really are doing a great job. Like, from an ethics perspective as a gamer, I want to tell all of you, go out, support this game. We need more games like this. Well, that's generally how a lot of things work in the world. I mean, there can be the greatest movie of all time, but it might not be very popular. There can be the greatest band of all time that you just love, and ethically they're like the best, and they have the greatest distribution model, but they may not be the most profitable. I think moving forward, the future for successful shooters and gaming is finding the middle ground, where good guys like Respawn create a fantastic title, and you still manage to balance monetization elements where it's beneficial for the publishers, and they don't push the boundaries a little bit too far. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I would love to hear from you. Are you still playing Titanfall 2? If not, you should come back. But what do you think about Titanfall 2 in general? I like hearing from you guys. Is there anybody out there who bought it and didn't like it? That I would like to hear. If you enjoyed, please drop a subscribe so you can check out more videos coming from the channel. It means a lot to me. Have an awesome rest of your week, everybody, and we'll talk with you next time.